Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's Mina Camille here and we are back with another video. Today we are going to continue with our fall seasonal fragrance edit and we are going to be doing honey. So honey notes, I tried to reach for some fragrances or brands that I haven't heard much of, just kind of a discovery. There's some in here that you may have heard of before or that I've mentioned before, and there's some others that I've smelled for the first time. I will start with a disclaimer with honey. Aside from some of the fragrances I mentioned, it is a note that often gets lost in the fragrance. It's usually not front and forward. Most of the scents that I've chosen though, if not all of them, I think except for one, it's very honey driven. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please give me a like and a comment and subscribe if you do. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. So I already sprayed my tester ships here with all of the fragrances that we're going to talk about today. And the first one is going to be by Scent, and this is called Honey Lemon. So it is a floral. The key notes are going to be lemon, peach, honey, and musk. And let's get into it. Let's talk. So honey lemon is exactly what it smells like. It's honey and lemon. All of the other notes, I mean, they kind of play in the background. Maybe you get some peach. Honestly, I mainly get the honey and lemon here. It makes me think of a cough drop, which is why I think it's perfect for fall, because we're all gonna get sick. Okay, hopefully we don't all get sick, but you know, it's that season. It's the cold season. Think of like chamomile tea, lemon honey. It's simple, it's sweet, it's perfect for cold weather. Definitely try this out though, because I can see people loving this, but I can also see people not necessarily wanting to smell like that. So just keep that in mind. I personally like it and enjoy it, and I think it's very unique. I don't think I've ever smelled anything quite like this. So yeah, that is lemon and honey, or honey lemon, excuse me. All right, moving on. I mentioned that some scents aren't honey driven. This is the one scent in my list that doesn't have as much honey as all of the rest of them, but the honey is there. You can smell it, and the scent is just so good that I could not leave it off the list. And this is Narcotica Dolce Diablo. So this is a Gourmand scent with key notes of rum, chocolate, apricot, honey, sugar, vanilla, and tonka bean. It is delicious. I have it here, but I really don't even need to smell it because I wore this scent for 2 days in a row. And it is so good. I will say, when I first tried it, I wasn't sure. I was like, okay, this is a Gourmand. It's sweet. People are going to love it, sure. But I wasn't sure if it was for me until we got to the dry down. But let's talk. So it smells like dark chocolate and dried fruits. That was my initial reaction to it, right? Oh, this smells like it does put you in the mind of fall and the holidays, and like all the little, you know, treats and trinkets that you see in the stores. But yeah, dried fruits. I get the apricot coming through, like a dried apricot though, not necessarily a fresh cut one, and dark chocolate. Like if you're snacking, it reminds me of that. Definitely can smell the chocolate, but in about 15 minutes after wearing it, that's when the honey starts coming through, and you can really smell the honey, but it's not overwhelming at all. There's so many notes in this thing that you kind of go through a story with it, but the honey kind of stays all the way through, but it's very soft and subtle. Also, I will mention this too, there's a slight menthol feeling, like there's something mentholy about it in the beginning, but it goes away. I think that's what was more so off-putting to me, and I was like, I'm not sure, but it goes away, and that could just be my skin picking that up because I haven't really heard anyone else say that. But it goes away pretty fast. The dry down is the best part of this fragrance. When it started, like about 20-30 minutes in, it smells like sugar, vanilla, and tonka bean. Like just those 3 notes. It is so good. You're gonna keep smelling your wrist over and over, or your clothes. It's just so good. It's definitely worth a try. Perfect time. Fall is the perfect time to wear this. Maybe the only time to wear this. Oh, winter too. But yeah, like the holiday, it puts you in mind of the holidays. It's so good. I'm glad that I didn't just smell this on the paper. Put it on your skin, because I feel like if you smell it on the paper, you're not gonna get the beautiful dry down. You're just not. All right, moving on, we have Killian Back to Black. I could not do a honey list and not include this fragrance. It is a Gourmand for sure. This one is definitely unisex. So was the very first one, Honey Lemon. I should mention that Dolce Diablo is definitely feminine leaning. This one is unisex for sure. Keynotes: honey, chamomile, cedarwood, and incense. Now, if you liked the idea of honey lemon, but when I said cough drop, that kind of took you back, Back to Black will be the one for you, because instead of the lemon and honey, it's chamomile and honey. But it's not like it's so good. It's like warm, subtle honey. It's not cloying, it's not overwhelming. Sometimes with honey it could be too much and it can give you like that nauseated feeling. This does not do that at all. You have to get your nose on it. You have to put it on your skin. This scent changes. I've smelled this scent on 3 different people. Some people it's more honey, like myself. Some people it's more of a different, like a more boozy or woody scent. So just try it out and see what it is for you. But yeah, let's smell this again. I'm actually wearing this today. It's my scent of the day. But yeah, let's try it out. Spiced honey. This is giving me spiced honey. The chamomile is there, the cedarwood is there. There's some tobacco vibes here too. Maybe it's the incense. There's something that feels like it has tobacco in it, but very subtly, it's very subtly there. I mostly get honey. Honestly, on my skin, it's honey. It's like when I was a kid, there used to be these honey sticks that we would get at our local like health food store, and it reminds me of that. If you ever had those like honey straws, if you know what I'm talking about, it smells just like that. Honey straws. Again, skin chemistry will give you different renditions, but all of them are delicious. I have not smelled this on somebody and it smelled bad. And it's probably, out of everything on the list outside of honey lemon, it's probably the most authentic, truest of honeys that I have that I'm talking about today. It's slightly powdery, and maybe that's like the chamomile and the sandalwood. There's some sandalwood in there too, but it's not sickly sweet, so it's good on a man. Some men might smell this and think that it's too sweet for them to wear, but I encourage you, put it on your skin and then see how you feel after. I love this. It's so good. All right, moving on. Water break. All right, moving on. Next one, Marissa Zappos Honey Rose. It is a floral scent, of course. Keynotes: bergamot, tea rose, honeycomb, and amber. You guys, it smells like the name. I mean, sometimes the names are simple. It's just right to the point, and that's what this is. It is rose petals drizzled in honey. I don't want to say soaked in honey, because the honey they play nicely. It kind of serves as a backdrop, but drizzled is the perfect word. Rose petals drizzled in honey with like an ambery base. Little musk in there. It's beautiful, it's elegant, it's just the right amount of sweetness. There's some bergamot at the top, and it gives it a little bit of freshness to give it a little more depth. Bergamot is another note that usually gets lost in fragrances. It's like the ultimate sidekick for everything else. Honey kind of is too. But here the honey is very noticeable. It smells very good. This is a scent I can see you wearing this and someone hugging you and just like taking a deep breath, you know? It's not a I don't want to let you go fragrance, but it's a what are you wearing fragrance. All right, moving on. We're gonna stay in the same wheelhouse of florals, but we're gonna move into more of an ambery floral with Killian's Can't Stop Loving You. Key notes: orange flower, jasmine, honey, Madagascar vanilla, and incense. I actually did a review on this fragrance, so go ahead and check that out. I'll put a bar up here so you can see that video. I go more into depth on that. But yeah, I'm just gonna give you kind of like a summary of my thoughts for that one. This scent is a little underrated to me. Like, I feel like people smelled it and were like, oh, it's nice, it's okay, whatever. There is a smokiness to this scent that some people may not like, but I love this. The opening is neroli. It smells like orange blossom. When I first smelled it on the paper, I was like, oh, is this like Love Don't Be Shy, or, you know, something of that wheelhouse? It's not at all. Nowhere near similar. The neroli gives it a bitterness that only lasts a few minutes before you get this intoxicating honey. And the honey dances with the smokiness. It's like, yeah, they just work so well together. This is actually a good scent to wear an accompaniment, is that a word? To wear with like Back to Black. Or if you're a couple and you're wearing, one is wearing the other. It's so good. Yeah, there's the smokiness, honestly, the incense notes is what sold me on this fragrance. I feel like without it to me would have been like okay. But with that smoky note, it became different. It became unique. It would be so good during this time of year. And there's something that's warm and, I mean, obviously the honey, but a little cozy about it. And the smokiness isn't like cigarette smoke. It's not like that. It's more like incense smoke. You know, smoke that has a sweetness to it. It's just really good. Try it if you haven't tried it. If you've tried it and you smelled it on a stick and you weren't a fan, try it on your skin. If you like honey and you like neroli. If you like honey and you like neroli, try it. All right, next up and last on the list. What We Do Is Secret, aka A Lab on Fire. I'm confused about the name. When I was first introduced to this house, it was A Lab on Fire. I think they changed it, did some rebranding. Now it's What We Do Is Secret. But the name of the perfume we're talking about today is What We Do Is Secret. Lord. The name of the fragrance we're talking about today is What We Do in Paris Is Secret. This scent is floral. Key notes: bergamot, honey, lychee, rose, tonka bean, vanilla. It's good. It's a good rose. Slightly sweet, or slightly, it's sweet. Not slightly sweet, it is sweet, but slightly powdery. The honey and the lychee are what really gives it the sweetness. It's like a syrupy sweet, not anything that's too much. It's not overwhelming. It's really pretty and elegant, really nice to smell. It's actually a safe year-round scent, I would say. And I'm picking up a faint almond note. I don't think there's any almond listed, but there's something in this fragrance that is making me smell almond, like very faintly. It's beautiful, it's feminine. She's a lady. Yeah, it's, I mean, if you like rose, you can't really go wrong with this. You may have something similar to this in your collection though. It's not the same DNA as Cambridge Club or Gentle Fluidity Gold, or like, it's not that kind of powdery. It's slightly powdery, but it doesn't take you in that wheelhouse at all. All right, that is all I have for today's list, my honey edit. Subscribe, please. If you're interested in these kind of lists and you like them, give them a thumbs up and I'll keep making them. I do have some awesome notes coming up for the fall. So yeah, just stick around, hit that notification bell if you want to see and be first to be alerted every time I drop a new video. And please, please comment below if you've tried any of these. What are your thoughts? Did you like them? Did you hate them? Do you agree with me? Do you think that this list is not good? Just let me know. I want to hear what you guys are thinking. And thank you so much for watching my video. Have a good day and I'll see you next time. Bye.